The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, The Money Masters.
Let's go to Shiven in Boston. Shiven, what's happening, brother?
I'm watching you both on Tiger TV.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, definitely it is. Learning a lot from Tiger.
Now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate all you tigers and tigresses growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we get the Dow Industrials up 30, Nasdaq's up 20, S&Ps are up 8.5. We get gold up 5.90, silver's up 10 cents. We got copper up 3.5 pennies. Oil's up 80 cents. Bonds down 20 ticks at 148. King dollar down 16 ticks. The euro's up 6 at 129.
Hey, welcome back. I missed you yesterday, but congratulations. Heard you had another baby.
Yeah, that's right. There's no doubt, folks. We're in the house trading business in a big way. And if you want to understand, what we're doing, okay, you can come over to our website at TFNN. We've opened a fund. It's Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund. I would go into the breaking news first and read the white paper. You can go right over to the website and it kind of explains what we're doing. But yeah, we're not only up and going, but we're cooking with gas in a big way.
Well, this morning as I kicked things off, I told folks that that they are the ruler of the greatest nation on earth, which is your imagination.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
And you take a look at the Tiger Opportunity Real Estate Fund. Okay.
Right.
And you conceived it.
Right.
You believed it.
Right.
And now you're achieving it.
Yeah.
It is really a simple, just use Tom as your point of reference.
Right.
For how you get things done.
Yeah. And that whole stepping into it and owning it, folks, is a big deal. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Because you do. And what ends up happening, it's interesting, the way that I think minds work, folks, and this is pretty cool, actually, and this is no matter what you're doing, right? So you get a picture of something, I've been trading for a long time, and what this is just probably going to be the biggest trade of my life, okay? And what it is that you're pulling in, you don't even know what you know, number one.
Oh, that's for sure.
So what's really cool about that is that as you just get more focused and more into it, what ends up realizing, I say, I'm going to pull this piece into it and pull this piece. And the pieces I'm talking about, folks, are competitive pieces that it does take experience and cycles to do. Really, do you know what I mean? That's what it really does come down to. Do you know what I mean? As to, okay, where's the supply, where's the demand? But I'll tell you something, it all is still coming down to how many people are in your store. And when are you going to pay for the product?
For sure. Well, it does. And just like in picking stocks, though, the leverage that you really have versus some of the others that we see out there that are trying to get in this business, they don't have that local knowledge. So they're not really sure which stocks to pick.
Which is beautiful.
They're just creating more of an ETF, where they're just grabbing and throwing them in there.
Yeah.
So it really is a competitive edge.
It's huge. It's huge because you know what happens. You let I'm going against a couple other funds and I let them blow their brains out and a few other things. And I've already met a couple of these guys. Yeah. So it's perfect. Good flying, man. You can have that one, man. I'll wait. Give me those sweet little cherries.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yes.
It really is, man. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure you probably read a lot about this large funds, folks. They're basically doing the same thing. What the difference is the difference is they want to open a REIT, and what ends up happening, their whole goal is just to get inventory to open a REIT.
Yes.
So it's like, good luck to you. And they'll get it done. They will get it done. They'll get it
sure.
done.
I mean, there's plenty of inventory.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, and if you've never been in Pinellas County, folks, we not only, this place is so beautiful, it's absolutely insane. Okay, so you're talking about, you're talking about very sweet deals, underpriced. That's the bottom line, and it's not going to last. We'll see how long.
Yeah.
Whether this runs a year and a half, 2 years. Right. It's front end loaded for sure.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I'm telling you. So, market-wise out here, us bears, we figure that this is the B2C of another ABC structure on the way down.
Yes, and it very, very well may be. There's no question about it.
Well,
it came down into, what the market's done here is it's moved into an area where it should find support.
Yeah.
It should find support, and now the real question is what happens here over the next day and a half.
That's right.
And that's really the key.
And if you get the bounce with light volume, well,
that's right.
That's a B2C of an AB down.
No question about it.
And then, it's going to be crucial as to, what the dollar wants to do, too.
Yeah.
So, the dollar today, you get some juice on the way back, get 10,000 contracts, but you're going to need more than that, but, we'll see if that's all, let's say, even if it does, well, I wouldn't want the dollar to do like 17,000 contracts today.
On the pullback. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't mind 15. 15's not bad. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're coming into 36 at the bottom, but what happens is that you don't want to take the largest number. The reason I'm saying this, the 15, I'm taking that 20 number, 22, and it's like, oh yeah, come back with 25% lighter volume. That's what I'm doing, folks. Is I'm taking there's a 22,000 that we hit a high on.
Yeah.
There's another, we did 24,000 2 days ago. And the reason I'm saying 15, I'd like to see it that dramatically lighter. Because then and
also even if it pulled back to the October 5th swing point, you're still light, so you're lighter against a couple of benchmarks that you're using.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Without a deal, is it lighter or isn't it lighter? No, that's lighter.
That's right.
That's lighter. That's a good number, and that is definitely lighter.
Yeah.
You know what I saw yesterday? Now, it didn't come down with force, but that IBM is going to be something to watch, because the IBM, that 210 number is a big number. And as you've always said, it's the largest one in the Dow Industrials.
Oh, big time, yeah. What a lot of traders don't really understand, and what we try to communicate to them is, if you're whether you're long or short, make sure you understand what's going on with the top couple of equities inside the ETF. Well, the Dow in essence is an ETF. Okay, it's a weighted ETF out there.
It's probably the first. It's the first ETF. It really is when you think about it. 30 stocks. What's that? That's nothing.
That's right. And so there's a difference between equal weighting and the weighting structure that's inside there.
Yeah.
That's why I use GE as one of my gauges for larger corrections in market turns, because it's inside there. It's a better breadth of industries or businesses.
Right.
But even when it's falling apart, it's just not going to. It can't lead the Dow down. So but IBM, that's a whole different story.
Yeah.
Chevron and ExxonMobil.
Yeah.
Inside the XLE, if you don't know what's going on inside those two stocks, and I just add Schlumberger to it, so you got three stocks, you've got 35-40% of the XLE. You need to know what's going on inside there. And the XLF, it used to be a little bit easier, but still 10 stocks.
That's right.
That you pay attention to.
Yeah.
And it helps you understand what's going on inside there.
That Chevron, that was a gift.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a gift.
Yeah.
What happened, folks, with that Chevron is that, if you happen to be listening on Wednesday, on Tuesday night, that came out, okay, with numbers.
Yes.
Right? It was trading down. Exxon was trading down, and the D didn't move.
Yeah.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
That's...
And you see that every now and then.
Not a lot.
But you do see that every now and then.
You get that
if you
get it a couple times a year, you're in good shape.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because that was a gift from the trading gods. Extraordinary.
No, if you bring it back up, so that thing really had the volume. So you get volume off the top on Chevron.
Yeah.
Okay. And now, what was the big piece of news that led that down? Yes, I didn't really.
Well, what the piece of news
was it just an earnings warning that they had?
No, let's figure it out, okay? So you have oil at all-time highs.
Yeah.
You have gasoline at all-time highs, right?
Yeah.
What would the best thing that an oil company could say they did? Oh, we didn't make any money. Oh, no, we're broke. We're going broke. Hey, Steve, we're going broke. Oh, my God, we're at highs. Let me have your pockets. I want more money out of your pockets. Folks, these guys, this is the best scam in the world. Okay? So picture it. You're a CPA, right?
Yeah.
So picture it. You get this big ball of cash, folks, right? And they say, okay, listen, we know that we got oil's at high, gasoline's at high, everything's at high, okay? So what are we going to do? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn around. we're going to pull this money over here, and say, well, we lost money.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Things are terrible.
I hope you're right, and that gasoline is at highs. So I don't want $5
oh, no,
a gallon
absolutely,
and $6 a gallon.
Yeah, so no kidding, that's exactly what they come up with.
Okay.
They're claiming that things are terrible. It's like, you're going to be kidding me.
That's great.
And folks, don't believe it for a second. I mean, now, that is the aspect of not believing what they're saying.
Yes.
But let me tell you something. The stock, anyway, is going a lot lower, okay?
Well, I mean, because it hadn't seen a volume day like that for quite some time.
That's right. And what you have is, let me put this, it's a little bit clearer there. You can see what we had. It's going to be a false break topside now. Because you go back under, well, no, you're not under it yet. Under 109 is going to be the number. Under 109, you get a false break topside. But look at that volume down there.
Yes, exactly.
You get high volume at the bottoms. And I'll show you something here. Now, if you want to see just how even management, this is disgusting too, folks, okay? How basically, management take investors to the cleaners. Royal Gold.
Yes. Okay. So they're trading down this morning.
So Royal Gold's trading down $4, right? Okay, we've been talking about Royal Gold. This is a premier gold stock, no doubt. I follow it in the gold report, always have. And when it broke topside, I'm saying to myself, you know what, there's no volume, there's no juice.
Yeah.
Then what ended up happening, folks, is that the last 2 weeks, the insiders are selling like crazy.
Okay.
Well, guess what? This is definitely, they probably have a signed document that they can sell, because what happened here, folks, is this. They were selling at $96 and $100, okay? Bottom line, they come out with a secondary this morning.
Is that what it is?
So the emerge, there's only 16 employees.
Yeah.
So they know a secondary is coming out.
For sure.
So hey, let's sell some more stock to the public before we turn around and sell another GLD. I think they're selling. Let's see, how much are they selling? They're selling. Yeah, they're selling. Oh my God, they're selling 5.25 million shares, and the stock's at $91. See ya. Take them to the cleaners.
Hey, everybody needs a $500 million.
Oh,
I think that's what
$500 million.
Right? Yeah,
it's $500 million.
We throw billions and trillions around these days.
I'll tell you, man. Absolutely amazing, no doubt. Good old Apple. So let's take a look at Apple.
It's just struggling.
Yeah,
it just can't find any legs.
No.
And it's really interesting. I mean, it just can't find any legs.
And now what you have here, folks, okay, you have a high volume low. Now, all that has to do at this point is get tested, but it very well could be an ABC structure on the way down.
A larger one, that's right. Yeah.
A much larger one.
Yeah, if you go in the intraday chart, there's just the bulls are not around. Very unusual.
No, it is.
For Apple, because like we've talked about, in the past, on any kind of retracement, anything of any significance, the bulls have always been paid off.
They've got rewarded,
Apple, right?
Time after time after time.
Yeah.
Right. And particularly, this is where to me, this is where the biggest danger part is in Apple. Apple has taken some large retracements and then come back and go up another $100.
Yes.
So I can picture saying that, hey, I'm going to take that retracement, and one of these days it won't come back.
That's right.
And that's always, folks. Well, if I find out anything in the marketplace, that's the thing that takes everyone's
Take your money.
Take your money, honey. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We have the Dow up 56. Nasdaq up 21. S&Ps are up 10. We're going to be right back.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Wealth Management. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportions of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what an asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Wealth Management financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Wealth Management, LLC. Member SIPC.
with the launch of Tiger TV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You've always taken the long view when it comes to investing, but what if there's an opportunity right under your nose? What if you could be more responsive to market trends to seek to boost your portfolio performance right now while seeking to reduce your overall risk? At Direction Funds, we connect investors with alternative strategies that seek to maximize their returns. Smart investors deserve smart alternatives. Find yours at directionfunds.com. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risk charges, and expenses of Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Funds. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact the Direction Funds at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
80% of traders fail because they don't know when to get in or out of a market, and all because no one taught them how to read the signs. You see, the stock market has a universal language called Japanese candlesticks, and each day, the buyers and sellers, the bulls and bears, go to work and build signs. This language has been around for thousands of years, and it's easy to learn. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of the Money Masters Show, and I'm a master sign builder. Download my free report, Candlesticks, The Speed of Trust, on the homepage of TFNN.com for one of the best-kept candlestick secrets. I'll also be conducting an online course Friday, October 19th, to teach you the language of the market's sign builders. You'll learn the best entry and exit techniques and strategies that will create extraordinary rewards. The course will be archived so you can review it as many times as you like, because trading or investing without learning this language is like running a red light. It's an accident waiting to happen, and there's no airbags or seatbelts. All the details are on the homepage of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate all you tigers and tigresses growling and prowling out here with us. Right now, we get the Dow Industrials up 58, Nasdaq's up 23, S&Ps are up $10, and inside the NDX, let's see what we have happening. Inside the NDX, we have Fastenal, Sears, Vertex Pharmaceutical, and FFIV. Putting juice into it. Expedia. Oh, what's happened with Expedia? That's been...
And I think Fastenal might have come out with some numbers here over the last day or two.
Okay.
So but let's take a look at Expedia here. So
Expedia is going to be going for that gap. Interesting. You know, not much juice, but bottom line is that you get two gaps that are wide open. Well, let's see when they come out with their numbers, because maybe you get a three-gap play. The 26th of October. Can you believe it's October? Folks,
yeah,
you should
we're heading in towards... Yeah.
You should see the weather down here. You got to come visit us. I mean, the weather right now is like, from now until May 30th, folks, okay, it is like extraordinary down here.
Well, we've got a tiger. I had a voicemail message from him last night down from Australia.
Oh, cool.
So I'll give him a call after the show.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
so that's nice.
Well, we had a lot of...
He's in town. He's about an hour away from here.
We get a lot of tigers and tigresses from Australia. Isn't that funny?
It's beautiful.
It is, man.
All around the world, which is cool.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt. Oh, you know, I got to do that. I said I was going to do that. I got to bring up Google Analytics one of these mornings.
Oh, okay. To see where people.
Because folks, you should see it when you pull up Google Analytics, and it shows you the map as to where all the tigers and tigresses are. I mean,
yeah.
You're talking 60, 70 countries. I mean, it's amazing what the net can do.
Cool. It's cool. Oh,
it really is, man. It's just out over the top.
Fastenal. Just let's pull up Fastenal. Just was curious what they came up. FAST, I think, is there.
Yeah.
I think they came out with numbers. So I saw they were up 7% in there.
Oh yeah, she's got some. So they sell industrial construction supplies for the wholesale retail industry. Okay, so the Lowe's.
I've seen their stores all around as I drive.
Okay.
All
right, she's got some juice in her. So let's see what they have to say. Third quarter profit up, sales growth, new stores. Fastenal said Thursday that third quarter net income rose 13%, boasted by double-digit sales increases last 3 months. This is good. They sell nuts, bolts, fasteners.
They're in your business. Up in Minnesota.
Right.
Winona.
Right.
I think that's in the
that's
metropolitan area.
I remember when the kids were always small, all the great, you get Tonka toys are in Minnesota. You get the Oshkosh was in Minnesota, right? Remember? That was Wisconsin. That was Wisconsin. Right.
Wisconsin.
But, you know what's so funny about that, folks, is that when you think about it, and when I was just thinking about that, I says, wow, now you don't even think, you can't pick something up that is not made in China.
Yeah, well, isn't
that crazy?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Because I remember, I used to just always like seeing. Well, anyway, that's the close of shop, but nuts and bolts. We got some action. Let's go over to the DAX and take a look at the DAX here. So, the DAX. Okay, so she's getting enough traction. How
about what kind of energy behind it?
Well, I got to figure out how I get this volume intraday.
It's still yesterday. Yesterday on the pullback wasn't with accelerated volume.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. So I mean, what that does put game into 74.09, which was the high of Monday. That puts that into game, no doubt. So and that's a decent day today. I mean, when I always say I get 6.5 hours, it can take so much away. Well, here we go at 4 hours and. It's basically, almost back to where it was a week and a half ago, meaning up. So
Asia, if you take a look at the Nikkei, pulled back again last night. I mean, it really has been struggling. So now it's underneath the swing point.
Yeah, it has some juice.
Okay,
so it's going to go after it.
So okay.
Last night, the Nikkei folks, we did 1.3 billion. Last swing point out there is 1.3 billion. The one before that is 1.2. She's going after it. Now let's go over to the yen just for a second, because did you see? What is going on is that the car companies. Oh, I like the yen though. Ooh, look at this. Oh baby, King Dollar, King Dollar. Watch out. Oh, so with the yen, folks, what the yen's done so far, the yen got down to 77.95 today. Rejected it. Now, hey, listen, you know what this is making? This is. Tell me what kind of candle this is making. Oh no, not quite. It was almost. That's a good looking. That's a good looking shot.
Yeah, I have all of a sudden a fundamental problem with the yen, and that is, they continue to try to put more money out there to weaken the yen.
Right.
They've done a number of interventions out there.
And it won't happen.
And they just can't get everybody else to join along.
No, there's no doubt.
And where that Bernanke's got a mission, and that the ECB's got a mission, the folks in Japan, they're just going to have to. I'm just not buying into it yet. I want to. Believe me, I want to.
Beautiful thing. Yeah. And there's no doubt. And they have issues with China. And China has issues with them.
Oh, that's for sure.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you Tigers and Tigresses, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
You've heard Tom O'Brien on the air, and you've seen him on Tiger TV, as well as being featured as a regular CNBC guest and contributor, and now you can have access to his expert trading advice each morning through his daily trading newsletter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading stocks, options, and indices every market day. Market Insights comes out each market day before 9:30 a.m. and provides traders with Tom's daily commentary, opinion, and specific trade recommendations on the markets. Using advanced Fibonacci methods, volume indicators, Gartley patterns, candlestick charting, gaps, and market timing, Market Insights will give you specific trade recommendations including entry, stop, and exit prices. The summer is over and traders are back. Get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now. TFNN and Great Panther Silver have teamed up for another exciting silver giveaway. The Great Panther Silver Halloween giveaway will be taking place at the end of October, and for 3 full days, we'll be giving away silver coins and bars every hour from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. to one lucky winner randomly chosen. There's no purchase necessary. For more information and to fill out your registration form today, simply visit the front page of TFNN.com where you'll find all the details. October 29th, 30th, and 31st, we'll choose one lucky winner that will receive a silver coin or bar courtesy of Great Panther Silver. Winners will be announced live on the air each hour for 3 full days. Don't miss out on this great opportunity to win free silver from TFNN and Great Panther Silver. Register today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com, and for more information on Great Panther Silver, you can click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex, symbol GPL, or on the Toronto Stock Exchange, symbol GPR. In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials right now up 51. Nasdaq's up 20. S&Ps are up 10. And folks, for the next, good 6 weeks, we got some great education happening at TFNN. Steve's going to be doing his workshop. We get Basil doing a level 1, a level 2. You can come to the front page of our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right on the front page. Basil's going out there on level 1 is going to be December 6th and 7th. Level 2 is going to be October 25th. And your workshop...
I'm going to be next Friday. Next Friday, the 19th, online workshop.
Time flies.
Oh, it does, yeah, absolutely.
And you were just showing me, so let explain, it was pretty cool, folks. I just kind of saw, what you're going to basically send out at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm working on just a quick little visual, because education is visual. That's the beauty, really, about candlestick charting, is that it's really visual there. I'm just going to take people through, in essence, the evolution of charting.
Yeah, right.
Because, in just because remember, what I always talk about, the quickest way to teach somebody is to link the known to the unknown.
Right.
So I've created some links to the known that will be very easy for people to understand.
Right.
And just show them the 3 or 4 dimensions of charting technology that's out there. And maybe tomorrow during the show I'll have it all set up so we can actually do it, live on here.
Oh, cool.
And show you. But it is in candlesticks, they just simply totally opens up your eyes. It's like watching 3D TV.
Now, folks, you want to hear something that's really over the top, okay? So picture candlesticks started with the rice farmers.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And the you got to remember something. You'd always have the emperors, right?
That's right.
Okay,
yeah.
and there's stories out there. Let me tell you that. Okay, so they were on mountaintops, right? And going from dealer to dealer.
That's
like,
right.
Okay,
yes, that's
what
right.
it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now there's stories out there, and I heard this from Nissen, and I'm not. This is third-hand information, but that guy knows everything about candles too.
Yes, absolutely.
Is that they would basically, these emperors would go after some of these guys, okay? Because the reality is that they didn't. So picture this. We have our information right here, very quickly. What they would do is that they would go on different mountaintops, right?
Yeah.
And signal each other with the candles.
That's right. That's right.
As to, there's going to be either a bigger harvest, a smaller harvest, and all that.
That's right.
And the bottom line is that the powers that be, just like we always have, there's always powers to be. They didn't like it, and they go after them.
Yeah.
Now the difference is, we can trade without getting hurt, which is a beautiful thing.
If you use stops.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt.
What is great? It's been around for so long. It was, did start, with the rice exchange,
right.
the Dojima rice exchange,
right.
and really in Osaka. And just simply understanding and that's why they've got these great names,
Yeah.
Three River, Morning Star, Evening Star,
exactly.
Three Black Crows,
right. Three Black Crows,
the Hammer, and then the Japanese interpretation of the name for it.
Exactly.
And so it really does add a little color.
It does.
To trading, but
and the clarity is amazing.
That's right. And all candle signals, they are all reversal patterns.
Yeah.
So either on the bottom or the top.
Right.
They're basically, some of them you can use as continuation patterns.
Right.
But they are, if you were trading options, you would want to understand what the bulls and bears are doing. They're really not. They're used as in essence the fuse or the signal for go or no go.
Right. Right.
It's kind of like you're sitting in NASA when we used to send shuttles up, missions up there, and you're sitting there making sure everything is correct, and then you're going to go ahead and use that as the final trigger to go ahead and pull the trigger. And it works whether it's on the Basel system. So it gives you that signal when he achieves a peak D or E or F or G or what have you.
Right.
And works with a price coming into swing points.
Right.
It gives you the signals out there. So it's really, really cool. It's amazing. It really is amazing the information that we have available to us. And it's just a matter of being able to put on the glasses and use it and then use it during the right time frames, whatever the time frames are that you would trade on.
Yeah, folks, what I just did here, and I got a story that I want to tell you, folks, and I told in the afternoon, but you really want to understand this. And the reason being is because you had just brought up when we were just talking about stops, right?
Yes.
And the aspect that what can happen on a basis, not having a stop, right?
Yes, for sure.
So let me show you something. Now, and when I'm talking about stops, it's just making business decisions and making the right, correct decisions.
Yeah.
Now, I have Beazer Homes up here, folks, okay? Now, Beazer Homes, you can see, you talk about a signal. Now, just look at that signal.
Yeah. No question.
So what we're looking at, if you're in your car going to work, please be safe. What we're looking at, folks, is that Beazer Homes had basically a doji, a monster doji, on January of 06 at $82.14. Now, you closed out the month. You can wait for the whole month. You closed out the month at $72. But guess what? It went from $72, folks, down to 46 cents.
Yeah.
And you had one bounce in between. Now, so check this out. You had one bounce in between it. You went straight down from 72 to 35. Then you went from 35 to 48. And maybe you would have took that heat, maybe not. But guess what? It never bounced again. Okay? That's the first part.
No question. And what you can see here, if you're just watching the chart, you can see how as it was making its way up, you're looking at a monthly chart. So,
right.
Monthly doji is even more important than a weekly, the longer the time frame, and it was showing you the bodies of the candle got smaller as it made that move up there.
Yep.
It told you the market was getting tired.
No, totally.
And the following month, it gave you a signal that said, okay, time to really either tighten up your stop,
right,
or just go ahead and take your profits off the table,
right,
or exit the trade if you happen to have caught it at the wrong time.
That's right.
Because you were trying to buy a momentum trade.
So now what I want to talk about, we're going to talk about the company itself.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to show you something here. So that's Beazer, right? There's, if I bring up...
so you're going to compare them to...
watch what happened. And this is a fundamental deal, folks, okay?
Yeah.
But it's a technical deal at the same time, so you can really understand bringing these things together. I'm going to take up Lanard, and I'll put Lanard back. We'll put Lanard back 10 years, okay? And guess what? Lanard also was not as high as Visa. It was at 68.
Yes.
It went down to $3.42, but guess what? It's back at $36.
Yeah.
Okay? I'll take Toll Brothers. And you take a look at Toll Brothers. Toll Brothers also was at $58.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay? Got to a low of $13, is now at $33. Now, let me explain the differences here, and this is so crucial to understand, just even in business.
Yeah.
Taking your stop. What happened is this, is that Toll Brothers and Lanard folks, okay, realized that they're in a bad situation. They owned way too much land, okay?
Yes, yes.
Guess what? They took their loss.
Yes.
They sold the land. And guess what, folks? They sold the land not at the lows. Now, they sold it at 50% losses.
Right.
But what ended up happening is that the land market crashed so dramatically, it was insane.
Yes.
So, Visa didn't. Okay? So, picture what happened. Is that after they sold the land, what ended up happening is that Congress changed the law also that you could do a 5-year clawback instead of 3.
To recapture your taxes. Yeah.
So they got the money back. Okay, they got the money back that they paid taxes on. Then guess what? Lanard and Toll Brothers, boom, they came all the way back in the marketplace and bought land at 15, 20 cents back on the dollar. You see what the difference is. Visa is still $3. That was higher than all of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Lanard and Toll Brothers at 33.
No, yeah.
Isn't that wild? I mean, it's, you know, it's just amazing.
Well, really
man.
smart. I mean, really, really smart.
Yeah, and there's the proof. There's the proof, folks, that, you know, when you think things are bad, you know, what I've found is this. Just make sure that you make decisions.
Yeah,
don't,
that's right. That's right. Don't be like a deer in the headlights or freeze.
If you make the decision, you're going to be fine. Even if you make a wrong decision, you're going to be fine, because then you're going to realize the wrong decision, and then you're going to get up even earlier, and you know, you can say, okay, I made a wrong decision. So what? You made a decision. Now go do something else.
Yeah. No.
You know?
Yeah. And if as I look back over my career, maybe you as well. Actually, and probably each of you out there, if you go back and you figure, you know, you were in a jam, you were in a tough spot or what have you, the worst decisions I ever made were ones where I made them actually out of fear.
Right. Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt.
So everybody needs to understand, you know, there's going to be a set of circumstances, a wind that's going to hit you that you don't, no matter how good you are, no matter how good, whatever you put into
there's no doubt.
There's still a set of circumstances that you can't control. You can only control how you respond to it.
Right. But
the worst decisions I've ever made, where I've gone back and I said, I wish I could replay that moment over again. Right. Unfortunately, it's usually not like it's the next moment. It's like a month or two, or a year, or 2 years away, right? Yep. Have been the ones, if you can teach your children anything, that's right. It's that a set of circumstances are going to hit them, right? And for them to step back. Right. And just reapproach and say, if you were to come in from strength, not fear, what decision now would you make? Right.
And what happens...
And they don't have to relive those.
And folks, let me tell you something. Yeah. Everyone is not only going to go through it, everyone that's born will always go through it.
That's right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So the key, I think one of the keys are, right, is that when you're going through that, whatever that decision is, and if you have younger children when they're going through that, number one, you got to make sure you always tell them the truth, no matter what it is, okay? Which is really hard in some circumstances, especially with children. You know what I mean? For sure. And one of the, what I've found is this, is that if you can understand, you know, so you'll make the decisions on fear, and then, you know, you yell and
you're right,
you know, it's like, you know, and then all of a sudden, when you realize, when you've got it rewarded a few times of making it in love, meaning that, okay, I know it's going to be hard, but I'm going to do this, and, you know, I'm going to be all right. Well, what ends up happening is that when you are all right, and it's not as bad as you thought, it's like, oh, my God.
Which is most of the time.
Why didn't they open that door? Isn't it? I mean, it's opening that door. The thing is wicked, folks, is that it's opening that door and facing it. It really is. It's like, oh, my God. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And, you know, you know what's amazing is that that's why, I guess, even when we're growing up, it's saying that, you know, if you could take the experience of someone that is older and put it into a younger head, and it's those situations, I think, that get real clarity with everyone. Do you know what I mean?
They do.
Because, then when someone gets, uptight, it's like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, man? What's your problem?
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world.
Like you say, living in love is the only way.
Yeah, no, it is.
Living in fear, it is a bad...
It is. And I've done both, man. Forget it, man. I know both sides of it big time, too. And thank God the fear is gone. I know. Listen,
that's the biggest lesson. Absolutely biggest lesson. I can go back and I can, I take a look at.
Because you don't even know it. You don't even know it. When you get a little bit old, you do. But when you're a kid, you don't even know it. You just, you're running around like crazy, man. So, hey, I think Spain must have just let out the bulls.
Spain? Oh, Bernanke just got back from vacation. He was on vacation.
Spain just let out the bulls, folks.
Testing.
Let's see what we got here. We got a little acceleration up. Let's see if we get any juice behind it. Bottom line is that, let's see. No, it's not a bad acceleration, but I don't think you're going to get the juice behind it. No, 154 million. That's not going to be enough, but it's not going to need that much because we never came down on the Dow at that much.
Yeah.
The Nasdaq did, but the Dow still never made 600 million.
Yeah.
592.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, the Diamonds had some volume in it yesterday.
Man, did they have some volume in it yesterday?
You woke it up. A sleeping bear.
Yeah, there's no doubt, man. They must have heard me. There's still no volume. That's screaming, folks. Yesterday what ended up happening, you're talking about someone unloading 10 million shares at one pop. And what it did, just so you understand, it took out the swing point, took it out with volume. So, this looks to me like you're going to get some kind of a bounce. Particularly, I expected we were going to be down today and tomorrow, but now it's going to do the B to C of a ABC down.
Yeah.
He's agreeing with me.
Look, if the bounce is up on no conviction here, then it is setting up. Yeah. Absolutely. There's no there's no question about it. No,
I know. With that good old Bernanke day, the Dow still has it. The Russell gave it up, and
the New York Stock Exchange. I like to look at the New York Stock Exchange.
Good.
We kind of under. It's just not really referred to enough.
No, you're right.
I just think it really is so important, and it's held up pretty well. It's still above the. It's close to the Bernanke area. But it's got a nice little gap up there, and as long as that gap holds, it's not so bad. But boy, that September. What I'm referring to, folks, is the gap in September 7th, and and so far that area here has held. But boy, that gives way, and that's it.
Yeah, so on the NYA, folks, we're at 82.93, and it's 82.11. That's your number, 82.11. Yeah. Because that brings you back to that last May, too.
Yeah.
Some of the high-volume stocks in a low-volume market here. Where is she? Oh, let's see, NYA. Let's put up S&P. So, come on, baby. We got Microsoft's down 30. Hey, we'll go back to Microsoft. Microsoft is coming back down with some, at the end of that. You got Microsoft down 30 cents. Cisco's off 49. Hewlett Packard's dead meat. That's down 19 cents. Coke's down 47. We got Chevron down. That must be yesterday's. That can't be today. They're not. 1 second. Let me. Previous day. No, how about today?
Because I saw the Apple and I was like, how is Apple at $5?
Yeah, no way. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, all you tigers and tigresses. Don't forget, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. Check out Steve and Basil's course right on the front page. We're going to be right back, folks.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try patterns, profits, and peace of mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to tfnn.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's patterns, profits, and peace of mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
In just December of last year, the price of gold was down over 10%. In today's highly volatile gold market, you need someone in your corner that understands the complex relationships that exist within the price of gold, as well as within a variety of gold equities. Whether it's the South African gold miners and knowing how the rand-dollar relationship will affect their bottom line, or understanding how John Paulson's $5 billion trade in the GLD can move the market, Tom O'Brien gives you the direction you need to become a better trader each week in his newsletter, The Gold Report. With over 20 individual equities covered and almost another 20 on the potential watch list each week, in addition to covering the XAU, HUI, GLD, and dollar, The Gold Report is a great source for any trader that is looking to be diversified in today's volatile gold market. For your 30-day free trial to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report, log on to tfnn.com today. Don't miss out on this great offer. Act now. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to tfnn.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb, he made it better. As the fourth most prolific inventor, Edison found that most people failed because they failed to realize how close they were to success before they gave up. Success requires a few disciplines, practice each day. When it comes to trading and investing, one of those disciplines is understanding and acknowledging the language of the markets. For centuries, Japanese candlestick charting has unlocked the hidden treasures of the language of the bulls and the bears, the buyers and the sellers. Candlestick charting is a tool, not a trading system. Candlesticks tell you when to enter, when to exit, and identify the risk and reward for every trade. Candlesticks identify market turns before they happen. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, and on Friday, October 19th, I'll be conducting an online, one-day course teaching you the secrets of Japanese candlestick charting. Go to the homepage at tfnn.com and sign up today, because candlesticks will make you a better trader.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we get the Dow up 76, Nasdaq's up 24, S&Ps are up 12. And don't forget, folks, no matter where you are in the world, inside your phone, your browser, you can just put tfnn.mobi and get us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay?
It's such a great tool. It's such a great tool, you know. If I'm just leaving the office or just running a quick errand, I just can punch it in and
and it fires
playing
off
through the speakers and the whole thing.
And you know, if you're used to putting it in your car, folks, it sounds great. I mean, it really does. It's so easy, it's sick. You know, it really is. So what we do, of course, the live programming 9 to 6, and then we replay that 9 to 6 24 hours for the next 16 hours, and then it starts all over again, folks. So
yeah. Now, we haven't looked at gold this morning, so we ought, might as well take a look at gold. It's up, trading out at 17.75 basically right now, 17.74.
So we got 84,000 contracts, and it's going to need a lot more than that. Now, this is where it's going to get interesting here, and this is why. my benchmark is 1775 on this number, and it's the same deal. It's a September 13th deal.
Yes, okay.
So what I'll give you the bullish and bearish case. The bullish case is that you came back down to that level.
Yes.
Had lighter volume, so you very well could say, okay, if you can get
Move
the
up to
juice,
the next
you can go topside,
Yeah,
no doubt.
yeah.
The bearish case is that you've been up there for 20 trading days, and every time that they go up to the highs and go through the highs, there's no orders.
Yeah.
And when there's no orders, let me tell you something, in the futures market, folks, that's saying quite a bit, because that's saying there's no one up there that's willing to buy, and there's no one that shot the market with their stops up there. And, you know, I mean, this is very unusual when you see it like this. You can see they jammed it. So the first day was September 13th, folks. They got up there, right? Well, the first day they jammed it over it. They jammed it $6, no orders. That was on September 19th. They waited a couple more days. Then they really jammed it.
Yes.
Up $20. Guess what? Even nothing. Zero. So they backed down again. Waited a few more days. Jammed it again. Still nothing. Did it 2 more days later? Still nothing. It's like, okay, you know, when that happens, folks, is that there's just no buyers up here.
Yeah. Now, so you're using the September 13th. The high there was the 1775.
Right.
And folks, you can apply. Usually, you can apply moving averages to most any chart platform out there.
Yeah.
And so, if you put on the 20-day exponential moving average, which happens to be the blue line that I've got here on my chart, as gold really took off, okay, from the lows. No, I'm just talking about from in the middle of August, okay, as it took off. You know, it's only come back really now twice, 3 days, if you will, and tested that line where it's held.
Right.
So I would say if we all of a sudden see gold break below that area, that'll be giving you a real signal out here.
No, that is.
And I don't know why, but
why it works. No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's the observation. No, there's no doubt.
Yesterday was kind of like, okay, what are you going to do here?
Right.
The market was pulling down. The commodities weren't. What are you going to do here? And, and that line held. And again, also early this morning as well. So I would just use that, depending on whether you're long or short a marketplace. I would use that as a tool inside your trading platform.
Yeah. Well, it was cool. Yesterday I was here. They had Richard Lefrak on CNBC.
Okay.
So Lefrak, folks, owns 40 big buildings in New York, and I've heard him there a few times, and he really knows what he's doing. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And they asked him about these big condos that people are paying $25-50 million for, right? And he says, what that's all about.
Yeah, I know that answer.
Is that it's all about.
I own it, baby.
I own it, and bringing money out of another country. He says it's just like the gold. He says they just can't. He says as far as they're concerned, that's gold to them.
For sure.
And they're not looking to make money on it. He says that's the same thing that we're talking about. Gold is going to be worth as much money. He says that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
He says, wow. You stay right there, folks. You get our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, coming up with you in the next couple hours. Darryl Martin, David White, Ken Shreve, and back here this afternoon.
Take care, folks.